Hello, YouTube, social media, internet, and all other forms of social media on the internet. My name is Gregory J. Dice, and I had to make this video. It's going to be a first in a series of what the Trump derangement syndrome, how I classify it, how I see it, how I view it, is. All right? So enjoy the final cut. I had to make a second video. This is this final cut. And I take out the copyrighted material. But, I wanted everybody to see my view, not someone else's views or rendition of how they feel. So it's very important. Stand by. Take a look. Take a look at this map. All that red. All that red. That, my friends, is what we call landslide. All right. There are Hawaii that's blue. There's Vermont and Mass that's blue. And that's it as far as states are concerned. So that's a landslide right there. Look at all that red. And as far as that blue wall that they were talking about, oh, well, Kamala Harris, she's going to win because she's going to get that blue wall. Don't look like no blue wall here. All right, Pennsylvania, these states here, no, all red. Sorry, not sorry. So let's talk about the Biden years in review. All right. From the very start, I indicated it was going to be a train wreck. And it pretty much was a train wreck. An awful, inexcusable pullout in Afghanistan, leaving all that equipment, as Trump has indicated, very better than I can ever could indicate that. And then we saw a Chinese spy balloon travel, enter into Montana, and traveled all the way across the United States, traversed across the United States, only to be shot down off the coast of the Carolinas. But meanwhile, taking pictures over military installations from Montana to the Carolinas. Absolutely inexcusable. And the train wreck continued all throughout his presidency. Massive inflation, telling us, the Green New Deal, the Inflation Reduction Act. You're good now. You're good. Like it never even existed. That was a lie. Because groceries were just as high and just unobtainable as ever. They told us that the border was secure. It wasn't secure. This clown-eyed Mayorkas comes on. Oh, it's secure. It's secure. Yeah, yeah. Meanwhile, millions of Mexicans and millions of illegals from even below Mexico throughout South America and all points north to Mexico are crossing the border on trains, and then they were busing them, and then they were even putting them in airplanes and flying them here. But all while, telling us that the border is secure. Yeah, it's just. And you wonder why, Al Sharpton comes out and says, oh, yeah, Kamala Harris had a debate with Donald Trump, and Kamala Harris beat him like a drum. Excuse me? No, Trump won both debates. He beat Biden so horribly that the CNN panel afterwards were like, they were bailing on Biden hard. I mean, really hard. Oh, he has to go. He can't do this. And, the data was shown that Donald Trump was going to beat Biden like a drum. That's the reason why he came forth on national television and said, you know what, I'm going to let the next generation, go forward. And that's why they brought in that clown Kamala Harris. All right? That's the only reason why. I mean, Kamala Harris wouldn't even be running. But Joe Biden selected her because, she made a sarcastic comment in the Democratic debate about being that little black child on the school bus. That was me, Joe. That was me. So, of course, to keep the riots and everything else even keel and making sure there's peace, they bring this piece of crap forward. The cackling, the word salad, the, making no damn sense, making a racial comment about a storm and how the African Americans should get preferential treatment. It's just, you want to stop talking about, black versus white versus black. You want to stop, you want to heal the country? Stop talking about race. Just stop talking about it. I mean, as far as Biden is concerned, you can go on YouTube and look up Biden gaffes. There's literally hundreds of them. Talking about his, hairy golden legs and at the pool and just, it's like you look at that and it's like you shake your damn head. You're like, what the hell is going on? Him stuttering, not speaking clearly. He was a laughable mess at the G7. Prime Minister of Italy had to bring him back to, stay focused as he's wandering off. And in France, he, had to leave early because more likely he crapped his pants. I mean, it's just embarrassing. The way he talks, the way he moves, the way he shuffles his feet. And, it's embarrassing. He promotes weakness. I'm surprised if you don't look up weakness in the dictionary as a full color picture of Joe Biden. I mean, he's just, senile and just doesn't have a mental brain cell left practically. And, he's been on vacation throughout his presidency for over 570 days versus, and he's only been in office for 40% of those 4 years. So, I mean, you can look that up. I'm sure most of you will. Maybe some of you on the left won't, but, it's whatever. And, I love these meltdowns across social media. All these people, including here in FidoNet and throughout other platforms, didn't give Donald Trump a chance. Oh, he's not going to win. Oh, yeah. George Clooney comes out. Donald Trump will not be president, okay? Wrong. All these sycophant liberals come out and say this stuff. So much vile hatred about the man. Oh, he's orange. He's this. He's that. He's going to do this. He's going to do. He's already been president for 4 years. All right. So, I don't know what the big deal is. And they tried to keep him in court, bog down his campaign so he couldn't campaign in New York. That was just a shit show in New York. I mean, what other crime, Alvin Cheeseburger Bragg, are you referring to? He still hasn't clarified that. This underlining under crime that is you supposed to, make it a felony. I mean, the feds didn't even want to bring that case forward. And a guy in the government, federal government, stepped down as a prosecutor, went to New York to try to bring the case forward. I mean, it was just, Trump couldn't defend himself. They brought up other things in the court hearing that weren't relevant. No, judge just goes ahead and does it. That was unfair to Donald Trump. He couldn't provide a defense to things that he didn't know they were going to be talking about in court. I mean, it's, so, and then the case in Georgia, Fani Willis has been removed. The case in Florida, Judge Cannon said, Jack Smith, you went about this the wrong way. And you know what? I'm not going to allow this. So there's that. So New York, Georgia, Florida, you know what? Donald Trump is truly Teflon Don. All right? Nothing sticks to him. All right? And he's about MAGA, make America great again. What is wrong with that? Compared to what we went through for the past 4 years, how can that not be vastly superior? What do you think about all of this? You think if Donald Trump was president? You think there'd be Mexicans climbing across the border in the millions of people? Do you think if a Chinese spy balloon was coming anywhere near the United States, it wouldn't be shot down safely? And I love, the idea, oh, well, it has to be shot down safely. Have you taken a look at the population of Montana? All right? Before it got over to places like Chicago, which is, or any other place what's more densely populated. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better landing site in Montana. But no, he let it traverse all across the United States, all over military installations, only to be shot down. And the Chinese were upset. Oh, we want that back. Well, you're not getting it back. Perhaps the only side of visible moment of strength that Biden had. If that was Donald Trump, had something like that happen, you know what? It wouldn't even be in the sky for 30 minutes. It would be shot down immediately. Guess I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. These 4 years were just very difficult to get through. With food prices and gas prices and the uncertainty, and then Donald Trump comes along and makes these promises about, and good things. No more tax on tips, right? No tax on overtime. And then what does Kamala Harris do? You know, the weak Kamala Harris. What does she do? She copies them, of course. Copies them, 100%. She comes out, oh, no Texas on tips. Oh, gee, where are you, not go? I mean, she has no original ideas. Very hateful, you know. And as I said before, Al Sharpton, race baiter Al Sharpton, you know, the guy's a crook, straight up crook. It's a piece of garbage. Comes out and says, oh, yeah, Kamala Harris beat Donald Trump like a drum. Mm-hmm. Is that why she lost? Is that why election night she stayed in her little cubby at Brown College, or, you know, in her home, which is relatively close to there? Is that why she didn't come out? She had to have some Mamoff come out that night, spokesman, and said, oh, well, you're not going to hear from Kamala Harris tonight. Well, where, gee, then remember 4 years ago, Hillary Clinton pulled the same crap. He was beaten like a drum. So let's not, you know, say that Donald Trump was beaten like a drum in that debate, because he won both. He won the first one with Joe Biden. All right. He got beaten so horribly that all of liberal media turned on him. And that's why he was forced out. And then they bring this, you know, Kamala Harris. I had no problem with a woman being president, just not that woman. I don't want no vile, disgusting, sarcastic, cackling, word salad representative in any form of government. You know, in the Political Echo FidoNet, I post so many things. Links, several of them about the same damn subject, with the source. And, you know, it's just frustrating slightly. I mean, I do sleep one night, Alan, so you don't keep me up too much, you know, at all, please. You know, you're a parasite. But, you know, I post all these various links and I get told like they didn't happen. It's not true. You live in an alternate reality, a dream world. All right. Which doesn't have a whole lot of acreage. You know what I mean? I mean, it's, you know, it's like a basement. All right. You just dream these things up. And I, you know, think that I post all these videos and I post them for a particular reason with sources, you know, put up or shut up. All right. So that's what I do. And I get told they don't exist, or I'm wrong, or you indicate the reverse. I mean, you know, I didn't want to, you know, provide video links inside this video. I have no problem of continuing to do that. You know, because there's a place for you to be in. I'm going to put you in your place. I'm very happy to see Joe Biden go. After all that's been done with Donald Trump, all the court cases, all the, you know, all the things that were said about him, everything Joe Biden and his Department of Justice tried to do to him, invading his personal space at Mar-a-Lago, that was another shit show. It really was. And then have Donald Trump come through all of that, all the negativity on CNN, MSNBC, oh, should say PMSNBC. But, you know, see all the negativity, all the hatred, all the seething hatred come at Donald Trump. And then have him come through 2 debates and not only win the presidency, but the popular vote totally captured the popular vote. And like I said, I could post videos proving that he captured the popular vote. I already shown you the map, what it looks like, you know? So, I mean, in every single moment that these liberals come out and open up their mouth, they're going to be forced shut with facts. There's going to be so many facts in their mouth, they're not going to be able to even chew. So I just wanted to make this video just to, you know, talk about what's been happening, what we all been through. Now we have come through the other side. So I wanted to take a moment to talk about something I referenced in the video that you just watched. I spoke of FidoNet. Now, a lot of you people out there in social media are like, Fido who? FidoNet. All right. So, FidoNet, I have been a node listed member since 1997. It's part of the BBS community, Bulletin Board System community. And we've been talking, I have been talking, as well as others, in the political echo, more like a debate, especially with the election and Trump and Biden and all of this. The first time Donald Trump ran, there were a whole lot of people in the echo, we call it an echo, FidoNet message base called politics. Whole lot of people in there. Oh, he won't be president. He won't do nothing. And a lot of ha ha, he, and all of that. But he won in 2016. And now in 2024, he won the election on November 5th. And he'll be president again. 45 and 47. So, but I just want to take a moment to reference FidoNet, how to find us, who we are. A lot of people out there might remember it from years ago. Might be your first experience with such a online community. So I wanted to share Local 518. This was a graphic made a number of years ago promoting the local bulletin board throughout the community. I happen to be network coordinator for all of New York. I have several nodes, people, hobbyists like myself, who connect to me for FidoNet Mail, which I'll show you in a moment what that's all about. But in addition to mail, FidoNet, message bases, there's files, there's door games, and all that too. But anyway, let me show you precisely how to get onto Capital Station BBS and how to get on there, be a member, and start reading what I'm reading. Maybe you can jump in and join the FidoNet message base, the politics echo, and we can literally have a conversation. And some of those conversations might want to be avoided as far as working with other people or talking to people. If you're a conservative mindset, well, there's enough to enjoy. But let me show you exactly how to get on to the bulletin board. This is just one way, mysticbbs.com. All right, and you just click on downloads, and I would go to, depending on your system, Windows 32-bit, Windows 64-bit. This is called Netrunner. And when you start Netrunner, it looks something like this. Then you proceed to Alt-D. There it is. csbbs.dyndns.org is the telnet site, telnet URL to connect to the bulletin board. Go ahead and sign in. And there you have it. All right. So you can go ahead and do that. Welcome all you aboard who want to jump in. Of course, there will be other videos that talk about how the Biden last days are ending, more to debate. But as we get further and further into the future, Biden will be even less relevant. It will be Trump. And we can, I welcome everybody to, watch what he does. And we can talk about it in a conversation. We can engage, but this nonsense, when someone gives you facts and you sit there and you dodge and weave and duck and claim things ain't true, and you provide links to the contrary that it is true, so it's it's a bit irritating. And although, I never find myself wanting to stop, it's just, who I am as an individual. I take a look at these things and I'm like, that's just not right. And it has to be resolved. And these people have to be firmly put in their place. So anyway, there'll be other videos. This is the first, maybe in a series, perhaps. But I said I would make this video, and, I'm a man of my word. So I hope you'll enjoy the video. We spoke about a lot of things, but the biggest thing I wanted to clarify, which is in the first part of this video, which you've already watched, is that map. Oh, it's not a landslide. Well, yeah, it is. And you saw it. And I was very happy to bring that to you and prove to you and prove to those people who said it wasn't a red wall, wasn't a landslide. It most certainly was a landslide. He won the popular vote. He broke through that blue wall as if it never even existed. So, anyhow, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.